thinking backwards and forwards in financial markets. So this video is on making decisions first after the event has gone and passed, and for making decisions before the event. So let's start with thinking backwards, or ex post, which means from after. So obviously, when thinking about a decision after the event, it's easier. You start to say things like, I should have bought Bitcoin, I should have bought Nvidia in COVID. You start to even say, I should have bought Trump coin. The problem with this is that you get infected by biases like hindsight bias. And you know what they say? Hindsight is 20/20. It means it's obvious. So you feel it's obvious, you start to rationalize it. It was always going to be like that. I knew it would happen, and it was obvious. These things start to get to you because you've lost big gains of 10x or even 10,000x, depending on what meme coin we're talking about, right? However, is it like that? Should you have bought it? Should you have bought Bitcoin or Trump coin or fart coin? Well, instead of thinking of all that and absorbing all that pain of the certain gains you would have made, let's think about making decisions forward, which truly is the only way you can make a decision forwards, or ex ante, which means in Latin from before. When you make ex ante decisions or forwards, you start to think, you start to consider these things. What's my risk reward? What is the range of outcomes? What can happen here? You know, where's it going to go? 10x, no x, or minus 100. And obviously we don't know beforehand, but we try to think about these things rationally. And if you don't have the knowledge and experience to do that, maybe go study, prepare, instead of just crying about the 1000x you missed. So when we make decisions, the future is always uncertain. So the only thing we are doing here is decision making under uncertainty. These are roughly the things you need to consider when making decisions and thinking forward, and rationalizing backwards is what you should not do. The only thing you can do after something happens is learn from it. So we will talk more about this in Philo's Academy, and I will link a link in the show notes for you to find out more about it.